Guys, we're RCB. We're top of the table. No one can touch us. Barring losing by 800 runs against Sunrisers. We teased it in the thumbnail. Who do you want to play? And then on social media posted this. Dude, freaking love you, man. Rai, quick word on him.
I'm all for playing in the qualifier one, and for one particular reason.
LSG actually put up a fight, man. The question really is, and Rai, let's get into this. Hey guys, so much has happened since we last demolished Punjab. Dude, RR had it in their hands, in their palms when they played Delhi, but they decided, nah, we don't want it. CSK, balls in your court. The CSK whistle podus were so loud. Dhoni's last dance at the Chepauk, top 4 still on the cards for them if they won 2 out of 2. But they didn't want it either. They tossed it straight back to RR. In fact, they didn't toss it, it was taken away from them. Ishan Kishan, Klaasen, oh man, Klaasen. They just destroyed. They took the mick out of CSK in Chepauk. And not just on the field, during the game, they did it on the field after the game. Editor show some pics. And then on social media, Ishan Kishan posted this. Dude, Ishan Kishan, I freaking love you, man. Rai, quick word on him.
Yeah, no, I think overall for pure entertainment value, I think the IPL has lived up to its billing this week, right? Leading up to it. Usually when you see the qualifications end this early and not go to the last day, you usually would be like, oh, it's not such a great season. You've got, clearly some winners here. But I think the narrative in terms of everyone was dying for that qualification after we qualified, right? Who's going to be 2, 3, and 4. And for that one game to have a serious repercussion on the table, which is for CSK to obviously have 7% chance now, right? Which makes all of us very happy. But SRH, Southern Derby, kicking them out in front of their own fans and qualifying with GT qualifying as well, that leaves it basically just one spot left. And it's all to play for, right? For the coming game for SRH and RCB. So looking forward to that as well.
Dude, yeah. And you kind of, glossed over the game from last night. But RR LSG, dude, LSG actually put up a fight, man. No one expected it. Mitch Marsh is run out in the 90s again, 2 games in a row.
No, I think he's done. One, I think we need to start by saying that they're a fucking good team. Okay? That's the most important thing here.
Yeah, right? You're right. They're an effing good team, man.
Yeah, so if you think about it from just how they've been performing, I think they rolled us over first, correct? That was the first hammering that the Bison gave. What a monster that guy is, dude. He's hit what?
Dude.
90, if I'm not wrong, right? Correct me if I'm
wrong.
I think
that's
his 3 back-to-back 90s, and then he had one blip in the middle between RCB and the game after.
True.
But he scored what?
Whatever.
He's orange. Yeah, whatever. Absolutely insane in terms of what they're doing. And they're basically how we talk about party poopers? They are party bashers. They've literally gone raw. And whoever's playing them, and I think Punjab is playing them next, right? Which is going to be hilarious because if Punjab have a chance of winning and qualifying, and the Bison and these guys get a hold of them, can you imagine? It'll be that meme where basically LSG is out and then they just pick up teams and then they start smashing them on the floor basically every single game.
Yeah, no, 100%, dude. But I can't discuss that game RR LSG and not bring up the Wonder Kid, man. I think, just the way he showed us multiple gears. Guys, I want to give you some numbers. He was 1 run of 5 balls. He was 5 runs of 10 balls. Yes, that's right. That monster was 5 runs of 10 balls. Man, try a quick word on this guy, dude.
I just think of the one stat that actually is crazier than that is that he's hit 56s this year. 50.
Yep. No more.
I think he's 53. No, he's hit more. He's 53, but I'm saying that the landmark was to beat a 47 or 46 by Butler in his best season for Rajasthan, to beat 50. And I think he's going to have the record of the highest sixes hit by an individual in a season for sure. And if they qualify 100%, and that just goes to show that a 15-year-old will have a record of that. Man, it's scary. It's scary the way he plays, man. Scary.
Dude, it's absolutely scary. And by the way, I think you already know this, but you know who has the current record, right?
Hope it's Gale. Right?
It is Gale. Gale has 59.
59.
Suryavanshi has 53. Editor fact check, put it on screen, but I'm pretty sure I saw it like towards the end of his innings. So yeah, he's 6 sixes away. The question really is, and right, let's get into this, is does he get one game to hit those or does he get more? Right? This is the real question. But before we go into top four, because guys, we're RCB. We're top of the table. No one can touch us. Barring like losing by like 800 runs against Sunrisers, I don't know any way we even give up our number one spot. Forget about giving up number two. Anyway, guys, here's what I want to ask you. Most probably, I think we're going to play Sunrisers or Gujarat in qualifier 1. So, Rai, let's get right into it. We teased it in the thumbnail. Who do you want to play?
I'm all for playing Gujarat in the qualifier 1, and for one particular reason, which is that they're playing SRH in Hyderabad literally days before, right? So I don't know, there's just something about back-to-back games when you play the same opposition. It's like rarely do you win both of them, right? Even with a Gujarat, it happens once in the season where most teams play the same team. And there's just something about it being balanced out, right? So based on that logic, if we beat Hyderabad in Hyderabad, I don't want to go to Dharamshala and then lose that and then have them in the final like 2016. I have a feeling that we should play GT, right? Like a fresh thing. We lost to them. I think there's like the GT game was extremely pivotal for us this year when we lost to them, because I think that was a reality check of like, okay, we might have some issues with the kind of bowling that they do. But I feel like it also pissed a few of our players off the way that game went. So I think there's that fight and that revenge, and I want it to happen in Q1, beat them, go to Ahmedabad and see if they show up again, right, to the final or they don't. So I think that narrative for me is amazing. But from a matchup standpoint, I think I hate teams like Rajasthan and Sunrisers personally to play against, only because they're so erratic that if any of their players go rogue on that day, like the Bison for LSG, for Suryavanshi for Rajasthan, Travis, like Klassen, these guys are like, they'll win you the game alone. And that doesn't scare me about Gujarat per se. The only person who can do that in Gujarat could be a Butler, but even that, I think we'll take care of it. So my answer is I want to play Gujarat in Q1, and for the two reasons. One is the back-to-back, and two is the capability of single-handedly winning a game, like that profile of individual.
Dude, yeah, I mean, honestly, when I asked you the question, I was hoping you would say Sunrisers because my answer is Gujarat. I also want to play Gujarat in quarterfinal 1. But my reasoning is a little different. I think you'll appreciate this, man, and viewers. Is look, when GT played KKR, which was, I think, their last game that they lost, it was a flat deck, Eden Gardens wicket. KKR actually lost the toss. GT won the toss, sent KKR into bat first. Finn Allen goes wild and they put up 247. And guys, here's the most telling part. Till 85 of 49. I 53 of 28. Hitler 57 of 35. Dude, their entire top 3 performed and performed well. In fact, they played 112 out of 120 balls. And they all got 50s. And they all struck at 160 plus. Sounds like their template, right? And they didn't even come close. Dude, they batted the entire way through and they lost by 30 runs and they never looked in the game. So here's what I'm saying. I'm saying this GT team is built for like the 180 to 200-ish. Is pushing it, man. Like 240, they don't even stand a chance. And guys, Dharamshala is sort of a flat deck. And
no,
dude, we scored 222. No, we scored 222 in the last game.
Yeah, but every other game there was 200 was a pass score in terms of the average score, right?
Dude, yeah, it was 200, 210.
No, so my point is, when you say flat deck, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, these are the stadiums, Kotla, that are like absolutely flat, right? Eden Gardens flat.
Okay.
Dharamshala has something for bowlers. Yeah,
it's a flat-ish deck. And yeah, it has something for the seam bowlers for sure. Spinners don't even get bowled there, first of all. That's another factor. But it's also a high-altitude place, which it flies, bro. Lightning outfield, and you hit the ball in the air, most likely it flies for a 6 if you didn't top edge it. Anyway, my point is, dude, we hit 222 last time. I'm saying, even if we lose the toss, let's go and put 230, man. And I'm telling you, these guys, it's out of their zone. And then if we win the toss, even better. I think we chase anything. So yeah, all that to say, I do agree with you that I want to see Gujarat.
I just feel like in playoffs, dude, because it's literally a knockout, right? In terms of the mentality, That's when certain individuals, I believe in playoffs, individuals play a bigger role than overall team in terms of how they've performed over the season, only because you need those gun players or those players who've done it before to show up, right? And I believe that SRH, even Rajasthan for that matter, they just have these X factor players that if they do show up on their day, like even Joffrey Archer, right? Like talking about last game, last match, last night. Dude, like that guy is scary, man. Like he's scary. Like that guy is actually scary. So my point is Suryavanshi from a batting POV, Archer from a bowling POV is pretty scary to me. But if you're talking about Sunrisers, I think you know about the batting. Let's not even get there. Their bowling is what I want to talk about real quick, which is that we played them in the first game of the season, and it was in Bangalore. We went for the game, all of us, and I realized that they seem like a very flat team when it comes to bowling, right? And they've made tons of changes throughout the season. They have their core team now, and Malinga has bowled insanely well for
Yep.
them, right? So to
Dude, and
see that
Cummins changed the team. The
game, yeah,
balance
balance.
changed when yeah, I agree with you fully. Their bowling looks good. Dude, Praful, Hinge, and Hussain, where did they get these
Hinge.
guys from, man?
It's-
I know. I'm clearly living too long in the US, man.
yeah.
Living too long in the US. But dude, let me read this out from Ariman, our third panelist who was not able to join us today, and editor put it on screen. He basically says, "Hey dude, if I don't get to make the videos, please mention this." He said we need to play GT in Dharamshala and we need to play SRH in Ahmedabad. Hoping for GT top 2 finish because Dharamshala is a shootout between batting lineups and we don't want to play SRH in that shootout. Motera, on the other hand, suits the quicks, the GT quicks a lot. Bhuvi and Hoff will have enough to play with from the surface to nullify SRH top order in Ahmedabad. Therefore, SRH in qualify in the final, GT in qualifier 1. Any thoughts, man? Did he add anything new there? Any reactions?
Yeah, I think he's on the same thought process as you, which is he's going for overall team matchup and template, right? But my narrative or my thought process is more on individual brilliance during playoff and crunch moments. I think both are logical and fair points, but I think we are at the end of the day, we have come to a conclusion here that we want to play GT. For that, we have to beat Sunrisers on Friday for sure to make sure that's a guarantee.
Yeah, man. We absolutely have to. And that's the beauty of it, man. If we want to play GT, we control that narrative. We just beat SRH and we play GT, right? Dude, I actually agree so much with Aryaman. I think in 5 text messages, he said everything we did in a 13-minute YouTube video. So let's just do this, man, really quick before we end. How are you feeling, man?
Overall, the season has been amazing. I couldn't have asked for anything more as a fan. I think the way we've gone about defending the title per se or attacking it has been incredible, right? Like this is what every sporting team wants to see, right? And in IPL, oftentimes you see erratic performances from teams where they win and then they tank the next season. So for us to continue on that momentum, for teams to not figure out how to beat us still, that shows that how we have different players in every game. Venki Iyer, huge for me, right? We'll talk more about that in the preview as to what that holds for us in the coming games. But that's huge, man. Like our backup players are also in form. And a special shout out to Tim David. I think the internet has been breaking because of all the things that he does. But I'm a huge fan of just the way he goes about conducting himself. It feels like he's a fan that is literally playing for us. And on that note, also a shout out before we end the video. So obviously from personal lens, the teams that we support, it's not great, but I do have a shout out for one of the panelists, which is Shubhi, right? Huge congratulations to him because Arsenal have won, right? And there's a really, really
First time in
fun
2 decades.
2
First
decades.
time in
As
his
in,
whole life.
I messaged him this one thing, which is that what a time to be alive as an RCB and a
Yeah,
Arsenal
editor put
fan,
it on
right?
screen. I love that message.
Yeah,
Show
and
us.
like there's just so much banter there, but there's this one really cute narrative which came to me this morning somehow, is that DDP in one of the videos recently mentioned how he came to RCB, Bangalore fan, Bangalore boy, won the title. In the final, he was sitting in the stands as a fan because he got injured, right, last year. Played insanely the whole year, has come back in absolutely insane form, kisses the badge every single time he plays for us. That reminds me exactly of what happened to Eze for Arsenal. And he had this song which is "Let It Work Out," right, which is what he's been on all season, and that perfectly applies to DDP. And I really hope, because that we win, and DDP plays in the game, right? And not just in the stands this year. And what a moment that is, man, for a fan to play for your team. Like we all dream of things like that, right? And it's so good to see that happening. So a huge shout out to obviously Arsenal, Eze, and DDP, and hopefully RCB can do it for Shubi and for all of us, right? What a time.
Yeah, no, for every single one of us, man. Dude, I was thinking you want to take this a different route. Actually, I'll take it that route, which is we birthed the idea of this channel about 2 months and 2 weeks ago. And I remember the early days are like, oh, will anyone even watch it? What's our goal? How many subscribers? How many views? And we were all thinking along that lens. But Rai, Yumi, and Ayush kind of have a very simple philosophy to this. We just wanted to have fun and we wanted RCB to play 16 games. I remember this exact number because we fought a lot about previews, reviews, 14 games means 28 videos. Like, are we going to be able to manage this in 60 days? And I told you guys, and actually Ayush said it too, hey, it's not 14 times 228, it's 16 times 232. And man, like that, we said that 2 months ago, and today, now sitting, we're not yet in qualifier 1, but we're basically there. We are guaranteed 16 games. Yeah, it just feels amazing. We've just hit 1100 subscribers in 2 months. 16 games, defending champion, attacking champions, dude. Anyway, hit like, share, subscribe. We will see you for the SRH preview coming very soon.